here with senior Vince Beasley to preview the 2018 Concordia football season. I know the summer is an important time for football players as you try to get stronger, try to get faster. What have you been doing to try to improve yourself?
We have summer workouts with our team. Coach Burner is a phenomenal guy. He creates these workouts, and this year was different. He created online, so we got to visualize what we need to eat and how we need to train and what we need to train specifically for us to get better at our sport. So I think David was really good. All the workouts were really great. I've gotten a lot stronger from them and faster, a lot of speed treadmill stuff. That we got the new speed treadmill, so that helped out a lot. We got a chance to run on that and get a lot better. So just doing that and throwing with our quarterbacks that stayed for the summer and other receivers. So we had some good work this summer.
I know that this program lost some pretty standout players when you think of guys like Roby and Martin and Garcia, but it seems like the program has done pretty well the last few years just bringing in talent. How do you feel about the overall talent across the board right now?
Those were some great guys. Loved the competition with those guys. Practice was always fun, intensity always high. I think that we got a lot of guys coming in that's going to do a lot for our football season. I mean, Ryan Durden, we have him coming back. He had a great season last year. Senior quarterbacks, Andrew Correa, Jake Kemp, and we got some freshman quarterbacks that's in pretty good too. So I think the quarterback battle will be pretty good. We got pretty good receivers, Art, Lane Castaneda, those type of guys who stayed this summer. We really got a chance to all work together and do 7-on-7 stuff. So I think that we'll be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Well, for the fact, as we mentioned, Garcia, the focus kind of had been on him in the passing game the past 4 years. Now as you guys look to kind of replace him, what are some of the thoughts that go through your mind as you see yourself kind of stepping into and having maybe more productive season?
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I want to win games. That's the most important thing. I mean, we have guys who do a lot of phenomenal things and, have made great plays, but if we don't win, then that really doesn't mean anything. I feel like we just play by play. I mean, I don't know. I can't sit there and say, yeah, we're going to go undefeated. I would like to say that, but I can't. But just play by play, I think we'll figure it out as time goes. And we got this 1 week of fall camp to really just focus on football. So we should really narrow some things down that way. Yeah, those some good guys though. But I feel like we'll replace them, and every year.
You mentioned Ryan Durden too, who actually started his career as a receiver. You got to see him in practice before last season. Did you guys have any idea that what he was about to do last year?
Well, yeah, he's from Texas, so he's a great guy. He was a good receiver. I don't even think people really know how good of a receiver he was. He had really good hands, and that really showed this year. And him catching different receptions and stuff out of the backfield. I knew that he would be really good. I just didn't know that he would be good at running back. I was a receiver, we was our receiver, so I wanted him to stay with us, but we needed him at running back, and he really showed up for us. So.
Did you want to make any predictions about who's going to be a breakout star this year?
I have no idea, to be honest, man. I think Ryan Durden will have a pretty good season. I feel like all our guys are going to have a pretty good season if they do what they do. Just focus and take it play by play. Don't try to think so far ahead, and don't really be nervous, and just practice. I feel like the more we practice and the more we learn, the more we just kind of buy in to our coaching staff and just realize they really know what they're talking about, then I think that everybody will have a pretty good season. I can't really narrow down to one guy. So.
Well, last year was obviously Patrick Dabrico's first year as the head coach. What's it been like playing for him?
Even when Coach Dabrico was defensive coordinator, and I would just go against him, intensity was always high. He always cared about all sides of the ball. Of course, he wanted defense to win, but him being the head coach, he brings different, ideas, and it's just like it's new. So he's a very high intensity guy. Of course, he wants all of us to be good. Even the defense make a play, he's like, okay, offense, you could have did this better. And when offense make a play, he's like, okay, defense, you could have did this better. But at the end of the day, we're still a team. So I'm glad that you win. You don't want just one side of the ball winning all the time. So just that competition, and we do a lot of competition stuff in the weight room and in practice, at the end of practices. So I feel like with that helped our team a lot to realize that it's okay to make mistakes in practice and to learn from those mistakes so that in game time situations when it comes, you be better and kind of make that play that you missed in practice.
Well, one of the biggest question marks, I think, as you enter fall camp is at the quarterback position. What did you see from some of those guys that were in here in the spring that maybe makes you confident about what it'll look like going forward?
It's hard, they're all good. Even the freshmen that are coming in, they're all pretty good too. Andrew's our veteran quarterback. He has a lot of experience. Jay Kemp, he transferred in. Guys like Blake Colbert, we still have him, and then we have our freshmen that's coming in. So it's hard, but I feel like they all bring a certain element to the game that one person doesn't know that, one person doesn't have, and they're all smart and they're all focused up. And I feel like when they just compete, we'll really see who wins it out. That's with every position on the field this year too, though. Nothing's all, nothing's sealed. So I have no idea, man.
Well, you've been actively involved as a member of the community, I know, and you were recognized recently. Why do you take it upon yourself to be involved in the community?
People help me, so I feel like the one thing that I can't give back is just helping, going to read at the school. We do Bulldog Buddies and stuff like that. People take time out of their Saturdays to come watch us play. So if people say, hey, I need a favor here and there, and I'm free, I'll do it for you. I help you out. And that's a lot of guys like that. Ron Jackson is a great guy who sets up all that different stuff, and that's the reason why, if I even had a recognition for anything, this just so happened to be my name that was put out, but there's a lot of guys on our team that do the same thing as me, and Ron, he's really like the guy behind the scenes of it all, who knows all these people, and he's done this type of stuff for them, when he played here and when he went here, so they're like, oh yeah, he did a good job for us, so he'll recommend guys, and we do a good job, and it's just kind of, it keeps going. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, this program has some kind of cool traditions, like ringing the bell after wins, and I know singing the doxology too. What's it like for you, just kind of being part of continuing some of that stuff?
Yeah, one thing we used to have, Bryce was our kind of like our music guy, and Seth kind of taking over. So we're looking for a next guy to kind of be that guy. Shane Scott was always one of our funniest guys on the team who would do like little tradition stuff, the music in the locker room, or preseason dancing, or whatever, whatever it may be. So I don't know who's going to fill that role this year. We got some pretty good guys that would do something like that. I really don't know.
I know this program has kind of been striving for a while to get back to the playoffs. It's not an easy thing to do. I think basically in a 10-game schedule, it kind of requires maybe 8 wins even. But what would it mean for you to be part of a Concordia team that gets back to that level?
I would do anything to go to the playoffs, man. Anything. We have to practice every day, every hour of the day. I would definitely be willing to. That's something that I'm used to, going to playoffs postseason, and we've had a lot of misfortunes, since I've been here. A lot of great coaches, a lot of great games. It's just not enough, and I feel like we really always scrape the surface of what we can do. I feel like if we just kind of hit that second gear, hit the other level, then we can really kick it into the playoffs, and that would mean the world to me. I feel like once we got in the playoffs, we would do way more, make history.
You ready for some trivia now? All right. Several of these are about the institution itself. So, in what year was Concordia founded?
18 I'm 1879.
1894.
1894. Okay.
Not too far off. President Brian Friedrich got his undergraduate degree from one of the Concordias. Which one was it?
Did I get like a choice of Concordias or?
Well, there's about 10 of them, you know.
Was it Minnesota?
It was.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
What is the name of Concordia's Bulldog mascot?
I don't know.
It does start with a B.
It started with B. Bruiser.
Bruiser, yes.
All right.
Yes. Prior to the introduction of the Bulldog nickname, what was the nickname used for Concordia's athletic teams? This is a tough one.
Yeah. The nickname used for Concordia's athletic team.
Yeah. They weren't called the Bulldogs until the 1930s.
But yeah, I wasn't even. I don't think my mother was thought of at the time. I have no idea.
The teachers.
The teachers?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Teaching Kyle. Okay, yeah.
So we're sitting right now in the Walls Human Performance Center. What was Orville Walls' position at Concordia?
I'm gonna just go with professor. He was an athletic professor or
President.
Oh, he was a
Yes.
okay.
President. Which building is the oldest on this campus?
Oh, Weller. Right? That's not the oldest building?
Founders Hall.
Yeah, okay, I guess that makes
Yep.
I guess that makes sense.
In 2015, Concordia signed a contract with which York radio station to be the official home of Bulldog Athletics?
My guy who does the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
C. His last name was C.
Cavalli.
Cavalli, yeah.
With Roger Fitzke.
Yeah, with Roger Fitzke, yeah. Roger's the goat.
Can't think of the station though?
10, right? 1 point something. Yeah.
Yeah.
4.19.
1049.
104.
We'll take that.
Okay, yeah,
Max
okay.
Country. Yeah.
Yeah, Max Country, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
see, I knew it. I just had to get the flow,
So Concordia football's won one conference GPAC title, I should say. What year did they win the GPAC championship?
2001?
Yes. Who is the all-time winningest coach in Concordia football history?
Courtney Meyer.
Yes. Concordia's all-time leading rusher also appeared in 3 games with the Detroit Lions during the 1987 NFL strike. Who is it?
You said what year?
1987.
1987.
That
He played.
NFL strike that year. He was one of the replacement players.
Back then a lot of guys named Tom, so I'm just gonna go with Tom. I don't know if it was Tom, but a lot of Toms in the 1980s.
His name was Cleve Wester.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
He's
Cleve.
an all-time leading rusher.
I
That's
didn't know
it.
that.
I think you got a few. You got a few.
I got a few of them right. As long as I
Let's see.
beat Soccer and Maria Dieter, I'm all right.
I think you got 5.
All right, as long as I beat
think you
Maria,
did.
we good. Yeah.
All right.